What's good, fam? Drake is officially out of moves while Kendrick is playing high-level chess on the big screen, and it looks like the final nail in that OVO coffin has been hammered home. You need to circle March 20th, 2026 on your calendar because that is when Paramount Pictures brings Whitney Springs to theaters nationwide. This is not just some vanity project for a rapper trying to look busy, but instead represents a victory lap for the cultural dominance Kendrick started when he dropped Not Like Us. Drake is currently stuck in endless legal loops and trying to build hype off leaked snippets that nobody asked for, while Kendrick moves in silence with the creators of South Park. We are watching a man shifting from being the king of hip-hop to a Hollywood mogul, and the timing of this release proves he stays 10 steps ahead of the boy. The gap between these two has never been wider, especially as one side builds a prestige legacy while the other tries to stay relevant through messy court filings and desperate rebrands. Looking at the details of Whitney Springs makes it obvious why the OVO team is panicking behind the scenes after losing the plot so badly. The film is a live-action, satirical, musical comedy produced by pgLang in Park County, the company owned by the legendary Matt Stone and Trey Parker. The plot follows a black intern at a slave reenactor museum who discovers his girlfriend's ancestors actually owned his own family, which is the kind of high-concept move Drake would never touch. Paramount CEO Brian Robbins told the press this script is one of the most original stories he has seen, and that is a massive cosign for a first-time filmmaker already dominating the charts. Opening on over 4,000 screens across the country puts this project in the same league as the biggest blockbusters in cinema history. Kendrick successfully navigated several delays by moving the release from July of 2025 to March of 2026 to ensure the project was perfect before the public saw it. His patience is the complete opposite of the rushed and messy Iceman leaks Drake has been putting out lately, which shows who actually cares about the art. Kendrick waited for the right moment to drop the hammer, and now that Whitney Springs is almost here, it looks like Drake has lost the war for good. Partnering with the creators of South Park acts as a cheat code that brings in a demographic Drake has never been able to reach. Kendrick is building a lasting empire while the boy is still trying to figure out how to win back a crowd that already moved on. This movie will be the final statement that Kendrick moves the needle, leaving Drake as a passenger watching the car drive away without him. We are seeing a total shift in power where being a pop star is no longer enough to win the war against a true artist who knows how to use every platform available to him. March 17th of 2026 turned into a complete nightmare for the boy when reports confirmed that FIFA president Gianni Infantino officially picked Kendrick Lamar to headline the 2026 World Cup final halftime show. We are talking about the biggest stage in sports, and Kendrick is reportedly walking away with a massive $15 million bag for that July 19th performance at MetLife Stadium. While Dot is out here securing the biggest check in the industry, word on the street says Drake was only offered a legacy opening slot, which is just a fancy way of calling him the warm-up act. His camp feels like this move is a demotion and a slap in the face, but the reality is that FIFA wants the man who actually moves the needle globally. This move comes right after Kendrick turned Super Bowl 59 into the most watched halftime show in the history of television, which officially ended any debate about who the real superstar is. Drake used to own these cultural moments, but now he is a heritage act, while Kendrick commands the kind of icon-level fees that the boy can only dream of. The world finally saw what happens when the lights are brightest, and they chose authentic energy over the manufactured pop star vibes that have carried Drake for the last decade. It has to burn knowing that actual decision makers are treating you like a secondary option to the man who spent 2 years dismantling your whole reputation. This cultural takeover is deep, and even the 2026 Winter Olympics in Italy got in on the action when Not Like Us played to celebrate USA men's hockey beating Canada. Kendrick basically wrote the global anthem for victory, and hearing it play while Drake's own home country takes a loss is a level of savage we have never seen before. Fans are realizing this beef is way deeper than music because Kendrick represents actual artistic depth, while Drake looks like a corporate mascot for a machine that is finally breaking down. While Kendrick builds partnerships with giants like Paramount and FIFA, Drake is stuck on his Iceman project and filing 117-page legal appeals against the Universal Music Group. Using the court system to fight a battle you already lost on the playground is a desperate look that shows his influence is slipping away like sand. Linking up with Matt Stone and Trey Parker for a film was the ultimate power move because it deleted any claim Drake had to being culturally relevant. You can never beat a man who is changing the entire medium while you are stuck in a legal loop trying to prove people were mean to you in a song. The gap between Kendrick making films and Drake struggling with the rebrand is sharp, especially since one is creating art while the other is just managing a career in a tailspin. Before we see how Kendrick is moving into a lane Drake can't even touch with this movie plot, tell me if y'all think Drake trying to sue his way out of an L is the most desperate move in history. Drop your thoughts in the comments, no cap, and make sure you like and subscribe while you're at it. Let's get back to it. Lamar is moving into a space where Drake simply cannot follow because his whole brand lacks the intellectual honesty to handle a plot like Whitney Springs. The story follows a black intern working at a slave reenactor museum who finds out his girlfriend's family actually owned his ancestors. That kind of heavy satire forces a conversation about power that pop stars usually run away from. While Kendrick uses his victory lap to challenge the culture, Drake is stuck trying to convince everyone he is still the same artist he was in 2016. This Iceman era feels like a desperate ghost of a career that peaked years ago. This movie looks like the start of a massive chapter for Kendrick as a global storyteller. Paramount is rolling this film out on 4,000 screens, which proves they have total confidence in Kendrick to lead the film world just like he dominated hip-hop. Drake is busy recycling his old hits and crying about legal battles. Right now, Kendrick is out here producing major motion pictures with the guys who created South Park. Seeing this level of partnership is exactly what Drake used to brag about, but now he has to sit back and watch his rival do it with way more respect from the actual gatekeepers of the creative world. Kendrick Lamar has officially proven that you do not need to drop music every week if everything you touch turns to gold and shifts the entire culture for years. Drake is finding out the hard way that corporate checks cannot buy back the respect of the streets, showing everyone that he cares more about money than the craft of rap has finally caught up to him. Whitney Springs is going to be that final statement that Kendrick is a true visionary who can step into any arena and crush the competition without even trying. From the movie theaters to the massive football stadiums, the name Kendrick Lamar is the only one with real weight, while the OVO brand just fades into the background of history. People predicted Drake would lose for good a long time ago, but seeing it happen through these global snubs and Kendrick's movie makes it feel way more permanent than we expected. Before we check out how Kendrick plans to top himself after this movie drops, I need to know what y'all think about this FIFA situation and Drake getting offered an opening slot. Tell me in the comments if you think that was a total slap in the face or if Drake should just take the deal and be happy he is even being mentioned. No cap. While you are down there, hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss a second of this ongoing war. Let us continue with the rest of the story.